Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the gaming channel and to streaming Wednesdays. I think the technology is broken again because it's not letting me switch to the studio. There we go, that's now worked. How are we all doing tonight? Who have we got in the chat room? The DTS Workshops is here. Hello. Ace of Riddles is here. Hello to you too. And also joining me live from a secret underground studio somewhere in the UK, it's Craig, aka the Cold Gunner. Hi, Craig.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am good. Not too bad, thank you.
Good stuff. And that can only mean one thing, and that must mean we're back in Flight Simulator, which means the game title for the stream is wrong. So that's a good start. Let me go ahead and correct that. Oh, the day is going splendidly already. How are we all doing, by the way? Let me know in the chat room, and do come and say hello if you're lurking. We love our lurkers, but we do like to talk to you as well. So let's see here. I'm just stalling for time while the typing catches up. There we go. Right, what are we doing this evening then? Well, this is a model of the world's... I don't think it's the only one now. I think there's a company in America has built one, or it might just be in the design stage. But as far as I'm aware, this is the world's only supersonic airliner. This is Concorde. And she was retired in 2003. Her final flight, in fact, was to... Hang on, I need to get my facts straight here. Is it Filton, Craig? I can't remember. Near Bristol. Yes, Filton, near Bristol. And that took place on the 26th of November 2003. That was her final flight. Prior to that, the airliner did... mainly was known for doing trips between London and New York extremely quickly because this plane could travel at Mach 2.04, which is twice the speed of sound. It's quite quick. So that is exciting. Anyway, so tonight we're going to be commemorating Concorde by having a little poop around the UK. In fact, let's drop in to the simulator and I will show you the map. Here we go. I've got to make sure I've done this properly. If I have done it right, you should now be able to see. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, you should be able to see my screen and you should be able to see Craig's screen as well. Which it looks like you can, so hurrah, the technology's working correctly. There's a first time for everything. Oh dear. Anyway, Craig, how are you doing? What have you been up to?
Not a huge amount at the moment. Just well, work, work and being cold.
Oh, fair enough.
That's about it.
That makes sense. Fair dues.
Apart from that, mucking about in Flight Simulator.
Which is always a fun thing to do. So, yeah. Delighted to have you back on the channel again, by the way. I keep meaning to set up another, scavenger hunt for us. Because I really enjoyed our last one. That was a lot of fun. So I would not mind doing that again sometime. Right, let's see.
Yeah, so somewhere I have got a book about Concorde, and I could have got some facts. I need my fact book.
If you want to go and get your fact book, go ahead. I will stall for time. I
will. I will be but a moment.
Okay, no worries. So, who have we got in the chat room now? What do I think of the whole Davros debate? I'm indifferent to it, quite frankly. I think it's been blown out of all proportion, and I think it's a bit silly. Yeah. If we want to see an able-bodied Davros from now on, I'm fine with that, as long as it fits in with the plot. Frankly, the fact they haven't done a story where he clones himself a new body successfully is surprising to me, given he's meant to be this super geneticist, but what do I know? Anyway, it makes no difference to me whether Davros is trundling around in the bottom of half of a Dalek or not. I enjoy Davros for the character. So yeah, that's my view, and I'm sticking to it. And let's face it, canon is fluid. If Russell T Davies doesn't bring back Davros in the chair, I'm sure someone else will. So don't overthink it, guys. Anyway, and Julian Bleach is a treasure. I like Julian Bleach a lot. Anyway, I've been on Concorde, stationary of course. It's very cramped in there. It's quite small for an airliner. It's very near to where I live actually, so I could visit if I want. That means you're near Bristol. We're going to be flying over your house practically. Let me take you through the flight plan today. So we're going to be taking off from Heathrow. Initially, we were going to be taking off from Heathrow. Hang on, let me just wind the clock back slightly. There we are. So we can fly in daylight. Initially, we were going to be taking off from Heathrow and travelling in an easterly direction, which when I set up the flight plan last night is what all the traffic was doing. All of the traffic is flying westbound today, so we're not going to be doing that now. Instead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to fly from Heathrow over to Bristol, to Filton Aerodrome there, which is where the last flight landed. We're then going to nip out over the Bristol Channel, say hi to Torchwood over Cardiff, nip round the edge of Wales and into the Irish Sea, nip along the Irish Sea up towards Scotland, and then whip round the top of Scotland, avoiding all the islands, and then nip back down the east coast, past Norfolk, chuck a right, and then follow the Thames all the way back into London, and then land back at Heathrow. This should be doable because we will be trying to get up to Mach 2, but we'll see how we get on. Anyway, let's face it, 99% of people who end up in a wheelchair start life able-bodied. Precisely. DTS Workshop says I've been on Concorde as well, but it's the one kept at Manchester Airport. Ah, there you go then. Right. Are you back with us, Craig?
Yeah, I am.
Nice one. Shall we dive in then?
Let's get stuck in.
Right. If I remember from last time, you managed to get in a lot quicker than I did, so you're probably going to beat me anyway.
I think mine's going to be... I've made them.
Okay, here we go.
I might need to change it.
Oh, right.
Because otherwise, you'll see nothing.
Ah, helpful.
I think I'll be on the manual controls.
Oh, fair enough.
Which will be fun. So, okay, little Concorde fact. The one at Duxford GAXDN is the fastest of them. That was the one at Duxford's a pre-production, so there was two prototypes, the British built and the French built one. The French were first, but then we obviously had to show them how to do it better on the second one. And
I like that.
And I think there was 4 pre-production ones, I think, or two pre-production. Sorry, so 2 prototypes, 2 pre-production.
Oh, we lost you there.
And yeah, the pre-production test one. So my Concorde is dark.
Yes, I was going to say it looks like you're in, but it looks like you're at night.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're brave. You're starting from the airport. I've just started from the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do the startup procedures, chickened out, and decided it would probably just be easier to start from the runway.
Yeah, there is if you didn't know, there is a built-in checklist which it runs through with you.
Yeah, I did try and do the checklist, but it didn't want to play ball with me. So when I ran through it, it just kept locking up on me. So after about half an hour of trying that, I gave up and went, so I'll just start from the runway. I can just about manhandle it off the runway. So if you want to see how to do it properly, look at Craig's screen in the bottom left.
I've cheated. I've just done Control E.
Oh, fair enough.
The auto start.
I see you've gone with the classic livery Concorde, which I do prefer, I have to say.
Yeah, I was going to. There is the livery for GA.
Oh, I think we've lost you again.
There is one, a third-party one, which is quite cool. So yeah, so what other interesting facts do we have?
You're basically just filling time for my loading at this point, so just to make you aware.
And strictly speaking, not the only supersonic airliner to go into service. There was the Tupolev 144.
Oh!
The Russian one, the
yes, of course.
It's nicknamed.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, I think it was just... I think it was engines from one of the Sukhoi fighters, I can't remember, but it couldn't do supersonic without having the afterburner on.
Ah.
And so it was loud.
Yes, extremely. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I think we're in. There we go. There we are. We're in, and there she is in all her glory. I've got to say, that does look rather marvellous. This is a beautiful model. They've done well with this.
Definitely one of the better ones on here.
Yeah. Here we go. Right. Right, so I am currently on 27 right, Craig. I don't know if you want to taxi maybe to 27 left, and I'll just chill out there until you're ready.
Maybe a little while.
Maybe a little while. Okay, so no worries. That's fine.
We are departing east, aren't we?
Yes, heading out towards the Bristol Channel.
Yeah, I've got some taxiing to do.
Okay. we'll sit and wait for you. We'll just chill and watch the aeroplane. It's fine. Oh dear.
And there is still a Concorde at Heathrow.
Yeah, it's parked outside, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, I think they use it for like training or something. But yeah. So, they can do a pushback for me now. That's good.
Yep.
Take the brakes off.
So I think I can hear the ATC giving you your instructions there, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I think it comes through on yours, doesn't it? Because you can hear all the chatter.
Yeah.
And I need to get them to point me the right direction as well, because turning the whole thing is quite tricky.
I always get confused with whether you're moving it to the left or the right.
Yeah. So if I do a left, I think...
It does look rather like you're going to reverse into another airliner there, but we'll try not to worry about that too much. I might just drag your screen up a bit so we can actually see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
There we are.
I can type rude words and it will be blamed on your stream now.
I may have made a tactical error here. Not to worry.
I'm just doing a 3-point turn.
Easy thing to do in an airliner, I'm told.
Yeah. So it's giving me runway 27R, so 27 right.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. You can just take off behind me. Not an issue.
Yeah. And yeah, I will be trying to follow you, I think.
Sounds good to me.
I think there's some things the autopilot will still do, even if you're manual. So you can still set it to do like max cruise and things like that, so it will just go as fast as it can.
Oh, that's jolly helpful. So I'm just dragging your window around at the moment, trying to get it somewhere I like it. Here we go. Hang on. How do I preserve aspect ratio? There we go. That's better.
So this is what mainstream telly should be like.
Exactly. Yeah, a bit rough around the edges and a bit rubbish, like local radio. There we are. Right. Drag you up there. There we go. We can see what you're doing now, and that's probably a better experience for everyone all round.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, I'm moving now, so that's good.
Lovely. So I'm gonna make myself ready on the runway. Actually, just get nicely in everyone's way. There we go.
The Duxford one, they do operate the nose on it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
They got the system working, which is quite cool. Quite cool that, yeah, you can see it in its different systems.
That is rather neat. I approve.
But, if you went in there, did you ever notice that it has the escape chutes inside?
I've never been inside one, which I feel like I must do at some point, because it's my favourite aircraft. But no, I've never been inside one yet.
Yeah, because the Duxford one was a test one. It actually has 2 escape chutes. So they're these ladders which go down, and you can see it's like it's a ladder which comes out the bottom, and it's got like a blade come down with it, so that it doesn't have the air. You don't get whacked with a load of air when you climb down it to bail out.
Oh right.
Never had to use it, thankfully.
Well, that is a relief.
Yeah, I don't think I'd fancy really doing it at like Mach 2.
Probably not. I imagine that would hurt very briefly.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be very cold as well.
Yes.
Right,
now, trying to work out on here which of these does the nose cone. I think it's this lever here. I could be wrong.
Oh, it's a taxiway. It's a perfectly good runway. Okay. So, okay, here's a pop quiz question for you. What does the Concorde share with the Vulcan and the TSR-2?
Oh, do they share engine components or something like that?
Yeah, they all use the Olympus engine.
Ah, there we are. Is that me?
The Vulcan.
Yes, it is. Oh, something's
not
happy with me. Hold on. What are you unhappy about? There we go. Yeah, there's a definite beeping noise somewhere, and I'm not sure what it's unhappy about. I've not done anything yet.
Is it because you're sitting on the runway blocking everyone?
Well, it might be that, but no, I don't think that's it. I'm trying to figure out how to drop the nose down, because it doesn't seem happy about doing that.
Flaps, so...
Yeah, I've got...
F7 and everything.
Okay, let's drop the flaps all the way down and see what that does. Hang on. Oh, my frame rate is very unhappy. Right, well, I've got the flaps extended to 18 degrees, and it's still not lowering the nose. Oh, no, there we go. It's doing it.
Yeah,
now.
it's quite slow.
It seems to want to bring the flaps back up. I don't know why, but we'll give it a try. There we go.
Because there's one level where it just takes the visor, and another level where it points the nose down.
There we are. That looks a bit happier. There we go. There's the snoot droop. Nice. I'm just having a look around to see if I can see you anywhere. You're still taxiing, are you?
Yeah, I think I'm heading up your way.
Okay.
I'll put my foot on the floor a little bit.
No rush. We've got all night. It's fine.
So I'll just go past all of these gates. I'll put my afterburners on. Yeah.
Oh dear. I imagine the Civil Aviation Authority will want to work with you.
Not buzzing the tower in the F-14 again.
No, of course not. It's fine. Don't know what they're all worried about.
Don't know what the speed limit is on these taxiways.
Cap over the speedometer, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
So I am somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sort of eyeing around the taxiway. I can't see you at the moment. But then I'm not entirely sure whereabouts in the airport you are. So
I should be to your right.
to my right. Hold on.
To the left, sorry.
To the left. Okay. I was going to say if you're to my right, something's gone very, very wrong because you're in the car park. So yeah, I can see a few sort of real-time bits of traffic knocking about.
Yeah. I've got the feeling I might need to drop out and back in, maybe.
That's annoying. Okay. Alright, no worries. Well, that's okay. I don't mind waiting. Yeah, this seems determined to want to put my flaps up, and I don't fully understand why. Oh.
So,
Hang on. This is where I need to go in and do things, isn't it? There we are. Accept. There we go. Yeah, it's just set me to real time. There we are.
oh dear.
It's going to be one of those, is it? Okay, that's fine. Oh, there we are. That's better. I've got daylight now. that's a great improvement. So if I look around now, I'm hoping... No, still don't see you, but... We had this problem before, didn't we? I can't remember how we resolved it.
I'll drop out and back in.
Okay.
But I won't do all the taxiing again, I promise.
No, that's fine. No worries. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but for some reason my flaps keep wanting to raise again. I wonder if I've got an assistance option turned on I don't want. Yeah, all the assists are switched on, that's why. There we go. Okay. Right, let's...
Ah, the new buttons.
Okay, so let's turn that off. Instruments of display, copy cam minimal, GFX, yep. Turn that off. This is thrilling viewing, I'm sure.
It's
turn off auto rudder, assisted check this on, turn off anti-stall protection, controller sensitivity, all of that. Points of interest, auto camera off. Keep landmark markers on, airport markers, yeah. Okay, that's fine. For some reason, it keeps wanting to reset all that, and I don't fully understand why.
okay.
But I should now be able to lower my flaps and have them stay there. So, we'll see how we go.
This is me trying to rejoin now, so...
Okay. Just going to zoom in here so we can
I
get
can see you on the map screen.
Oh, good.
So.
That's progress. There we go. We can see the visor dropping there, and the nose shouldn't be far behind. There we go. Cracking. Right, so you would appear to be on 2-7 right now. So probably right on top of me, I would hazard a guess. Right, okay. Okay, looks like you're rolling, so I'm going to do the same. I don't see you yet, however, so... There we go. That's it. Oh, have I got the afterburners off? there's no point doing it if we're not going to have the afterburners on. Jeez. Right, there we are. Afterburners on. That's better. Lovely. Okay. And pull back. There we go. Up, 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 up. That's it. Gear up. There we go. Cracking. Raise the flaps. Oh, that is beautiful. Cracking stuff. Right. Let's pop the auto throttle on. And flight director. Autopilot. And then one of these. Oh, that's the overspeed moaning at me. Just drop the throttle back ever so slightly. And then somewhere on here is the right button. Hold on. Which button do I need? I think it's... Autopilot, flight director... Flight director on, there we go, and then...
Okay. Yeah, you're not appearing for
am
some
I not?
reason.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, that's deeply annoying. And yet, weirdly, I can see other people.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same problem we had before, isn't it?
Hmm. And then it just started working.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to put...
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Keep flying.
I was saying, do you want to keep going in a straight line, or shall I circle round?
Keep going in a straight line.
Okay. You're the boss. Right. Let's pop it into... no, not that one. Hold on. Let's see here. Max climb. There we are. And then the throttle should automatically do its thing. There we go. I'm going to shrink your window ever so slightly, actually, because I feel like the viewers aren't getting the full benefit of the full screen aircraft at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
There we go. Just look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, I have lost my active internet connection. Not sure what's happened there.
It's been very funny.
Yeah, it's misbehaving today.
When I was trying earlier, it decided to put me on the USA server for some reason.
Yeah, I had a similar issue. I wonder, has it done the same to me again? Let's have a look. No, it just says offline. That's handy. Okay. Oh, here we go. Which server are you on currently?
I'm on East USA.
Yeah, I am now on the same, so we should be on the same server now, if nothing else. And we are still in a group. Yeah. There we are. Okay. Well, good. That's all working. There we go. The afterburners are lighting up beautifully there, and we're ascending. Just past 10,500 feet. And just below us on the right-hand side there is Luxter Farm Airstrip, wherever that is. I think we're over Reading. Here we go. So yeah, we're climbing very quickly up to our assigned altitude, which I have put at 40,000 feet. and we'll see how we get on. Now, all being well, the flight director will be behaving itself, and I'll be able to see where I'm going, but I don't see the navigation marker at the moment. Let me just pop into assistance. Let's see if the navigation... There we go. Route and waypoints on, apply and save. There we go. We should now be able to see where we're going. There we go. That's it. Right. We are 60 miles out from Filton at the moment, so that's good. Snoot droop, indeed. And we've lost connection again. Fantastic. This is going brilliantly. I fear the technology's not behaving today.
No, I'm struggling today.
Never mind.
So smooth before.
I know. It's just upsetting, quite frankly. Never mind. Okay. So, and we're back in. Successfully connected. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the map. Just see where we are. Okay, we're about halfway between Heathrow and our first waypoint. I mean, that is how far we've gone. This plane is quick. it's
it is kind of a shame that it did sort of just well, I wouldn't say fade out, but no longer viable, really, was it? I think.
Yeah, I think that for those of you in the stream who are about 12 and don't remember these things, Concorde's retirement came off the back of in part September the 11th, and then prior to that the Concorde crash in 2000. Airline travel had noticed a decline in the number of passengers. First class customers, the airlines were discovering you could make much more profit by transporting them subsonic, and it basically meant Concorde was redundant. So it's very sadly it meant British Airways and Air France withdrawing them. Richard Branson did offer to buy them initially for £1, which is what British Airways paid the British government for them. British Airways said no. He then offered £1 million per aircraft. They still said no. He offered £5 million per aircraft, and they still said no, at which point he gave up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's deeply depressing. And even more depressing is I think my flight simulator has just given up the ghost. In fact, yes. What has happened here is the game has crashed.
Not Concorde, but no. Your game.
No, okay. Just the game. Right, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll drop back to the studio for a moment, and then we'll figure this out. I'm gonna have to build the flight plan again because I didn't save it. I am smart. Right, let's see. Actually, what I could do while I'm here is no, never mind that. That's fine. Okay. Sit tight, everybody. We're just working our way through the technical difficulties. It's not an issue. What I'll do, I'll drop back in sort of roughly where I was before, and we'll just continue from there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, where is Microsoft Flight Simulator hiding in my library? I've lost it. There it is. Right, let's fire the game back up and try this again. This is going splendidly well. Let's see. Ace of Riddle says, I like to refer to Concorde as a reverse TARDIS. It's massive on the outside and tiny on the inside.
Oh, no. Yeah, no joke. The production ones, the seats are probably not much wider than a couple of EasyJet seats. And the cockpit looks like a Cold War bomber.
It is. I do like, having looked at the cockpit in game. I appreciate that it's lots of switches and buttons. I love a good button. So it all looks very manual and very 1960s, and I love it.
It's very interesting seeing what the competitors were. Obviously, there was the Russian Tupolev 144, which was sort of based off of the general shape, because the general shape of Concorde was quite well known, but there's apparently allegedly some espionage. And
from the Russians? Surely not.
Yeah.
They seem like such trustworthy guys over there.
But also there was the Boeing 2707, which was going to be huge. And they did build a wooden mock-up of it, which actually survives.
Ah.
Weirdly. Yeah, so wooden mock-up of a built plane they never built.
Why not?
But yeah, though there's something about Concorde that's just magic, and it's something that is a real great example of what you can achieve when countries actually work together on a project.
Yeah, no, she's remarkable. I mean, that silhouette. I'm just holding my model up to the camera right now. It's so distinctive and beautifully recognizable. It really is a remarkable machine, and quite frankly, it's criminal that the technology just ended up not really going anywhere. Because, yeah, I mean, think what we could make today based on Concorde. We could probably solve many of the fuel efficiency problems. You know, there's all sorts of things you could do, but we just seem to have given up on it. I think there was a company in America, I said at the top of the stream, that's building something very much like Concorde. Like it's very obviously a knockoff if you look at the design drawings. But I don't know if that's gone anywhere. I think that's very much sort of a on concept paper thing. I've no idea if they're actually building anything from it. But
yeah, it's going to be smaller, I think, and it's going to be probably a bit more like a business jet, I think.
I'm still trying to get into the main menu, by the way. So again, you are acting as filler at this point. we might have to change tactic, go out over the Bristol Channel, and then loop round the south coast. That might be a quicker option.
I can delve into my book is the Haynes Aerospatiale /BAC Concorde book.
Oh, lovely.
One of their little books, which isn't the service manual, unfortunately, because that'd be great building a whole Concorde. But just lots of little interesting bits of information. Obviously, the first one to fly was the French one at Toulouse, and there was quite a famous news broadcast where the announcer just goes, she flies. And if you look online, there is colour film, the colour Pathé newsreel about it as well. So it's quite cool. Nice. And all that was all recorded. And yeah, the Tupolev 144 had some stability problems. So with the Tupolev, the overall sort of silhouette is very similar. But they had some stability issues with it, and it's got canards which sort of fold out at the front. Well, the later ones had canards fitted. And I can't remember what their engine was based on. I think it was off of like a MiG-31 or something. But yeah. There is I think the first prototype is at Toulouse, where they have a museum I think it's run by, well, that's where Airbus is based, and it was Airbus who serviced it.
Okay.
Up to the end. And
I think that was the other reason why the attempted takeover by Virgin didn't materialise. It's because Airbus had just stopped manufacturing the parts. So,
yeah,
it's a lot of things conspired to make that not happen. So,
and I think it had a similar situation really to what happened with the Vulcan, in that with the Vulcan, I think Rolls-Royce stopped sponsoring it, and there was rules about having some kind of professional sponsorship, something like that.
Okay. Right.
For it to fly.
So slightly shorter flight plan, given we've wasted nearly an hour. But no, we're gonna start off from airborne at 5,000 feet, nip over to Filton, nip over the Bristol Channel, loop around the end of Cornwall by quite a long way, nip through the English Channel, back up through the Thames Estuary. Done. Right, dive in.
Okie dokie. And maybe it's appropriate that I have an Air France one.
Yeah, since we're basically going to France, it's not a bad plan.
Do you remember watching on the TV, I think, was it the Golden Jubilee or something, where they flew Concorde with the Red Arrows?
I was there on the day.
You was there?
We were stood on the Mall watching it come over. I remember there was a tear or two shed amongst my family group that day. It was quite something to be standing there and seeing them all come over. Absolutely stunning. I can't watch the footage now without having a little moment. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
because there's an audiobook I've got, which is by one of the original test pilots, and he was contracted to do the flying that day, and he said that they had to fly so slow for the
I've
Hawks
heard
to
this
keep
story
up.
before.
And when they were organising how they were going to set themselves up, was it going to be like, is the flight lead going to be the Concorde? Is the flight lead going to be the Red Arrows? And I think they said, look, it's going to make sense if the Concorde is the flight lead, because you just it's a lot easier for the Arrows to follow the Concorde.
Yeah, the Hawk is probably better at low speed than Concorde was.
Yeah.
I mean, bearing in mind that the way that chap tells it, flying down the Mall, you've literally got the stall going off in your ear all the way down. Yeah, that's not dreadfully encouraging, I've got to be honest.
No. And yeah, it's just absolutely fascinating hearing particularly about all the development and everything, and all of the changes which went on throughout the years. And obviously it was like this, it attracted all the rich and famous who needed to do that transatlantic flight. And it also appered in Moonraker.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
and in Doctor Who, of course.
Yeah, if one of Roger Moore's books, he talking about the filming of Moonraker, he actually flew over on the Concorde, got off, they did his hair and makeup, got him to get back on, and then filmed him coming off again.
Sounds about right.
In character. Because it had issues where early on it wasn't allowed to fly into the US, I think.
Oh, was it not?
Because of issues with the noise.
I did not know that.
And it eventually got paths into New York and things like that. But I think the first flights were to Bahrain. So
there was I think there were a very small number of flights done by Singapore Airlines, weren't there?
Yeah, yeah. One of them carried half and half livery for a while. Yeah, because I think they were wanting to have connecting flights or something. Because the original order was for hundreds of planes for all sorts of airlines.
Just
but
never
obviously it never happened.
materialised.
Yeah. And there was one which was done in Pepsi livery as well. Have you ever seen the pictures of it?
I've seen the picture, yeah. It looks bloody dreadful, frankly.
Yeah. And it couldn't go supersonic for very long because the paint would just melt off.
I think it's literally saying it on the screen now. Doesn't the fuselage extend by about 2 feet at its top speed?
Yeah, because they when the last ones flew, the captains put their hats in the expansion gaps.
Oh, it's insane. It really is. Remarkable.
You've got these pilots who are just buggering about a lot.
I get the feeling you wouldn't get away with half the stuff they used to get away with on commercial flights.
No, exactly. Yeah, so another small fact is that whenever they had to do photography, they would have a tornado or something following them. The tornado would have to go full afterburner and couldn't keep up with it for very long.
I think there's only one photo in existence of Concorde going at its top speed, and it was taken from that typhoon going full whack on afterburner, and they could only do that for under a minute. So
yeah,
it was very much a point, shoot, and ease off the throttle type deal.
I don't think I'm going to need much fuel for this flight, at least.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. It's like I say, only a short one, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
Are you still loading?
Yep, still loading. My computer hates me today. That's what's happened. Since we did our last flight simulator stream, I've actually changed up my PC. I've got a slightly different one now. In copying everything over from that, I was able to copy my full installation from the old machine, and that worked beautifully. I loaded into Flight Simulator for the first time, and all of the settings had reset, including all of the control profiles for the old Velocity 1 yoke and throttle set. What I ended up having to do was go into a backup and copy the profiles from a backup and drop that in, and it then decided to play ball. But ever since then, it keeps resetting stuff like the assisted checklist, for example. Okay, we're in, and I'm in the sky.
Okay. So Celestial Toymaker. That is very, very... That's quite amazing, actually. You might want to check out the news.
Yes, I've just seen that. I believe this is a slightly clickbaity article, because what's actually flying is an 11-foot model of it. Which is... Well, I mean, I when I was doing research for the stream, I saw that, did a double take, and then clicked on the article and went, yeah. You monsters, you got my hopes up there.
Yeah.
Airspeed too low. That's not good. Okay, good. Bad start. We've got alarms, problems. This is going dreadfully already. Okay. Yeah. Right. Right. Issues immediately. This is fine. Let's turn the flight director on and hold on a minute. We want altitude hold mode on, and then let's wind that up. We probably don't want to hold at 0 altitude. That's not a good idea. Let's turn that up to 40,000. I realise we are now plummeting towards the ground, so that's not ideal. Let's see. Let's see. 32, 35, 36. 40. There we go. Altitude hold. Altitude acquire. Max climb.
I'm just saying that's how you load.
There you
I mean,
go.
what?
Oh yeah, yours is way better than mine. Right, let's see here. Hold. Let's see. Turn auto IAS mode on. Nav mode. There we go. Let's see it. Autopilot on. There we go. Right. And max cruise on. There we go. Right.
118.775 Speedbird 112 tree. Goodbye.
There we are.
I'm getting told off by ATC.
Yeah. On a minute. Has it turned all the assistants back off again? It's turned it back on. Fantastic. This is... I am not happy with this today. It's just making my life a misery. That's what you're doing. Okay, let's see. Aircraft systems. Yeah, that's all on. That's all on. That's fine. Yeah, that can go off. That can stay on. Okay, right. And we've lost connection again. Fantastic. This is going terrific. Right.
I'm just going to try the Northern Europe server, actually. That might be better.
Okay, annoyingly, I think my game has just locked up again. Oh, I hate this so much. It was all running beautifully well yesterday when I tried this, with XSplit in the background and everything, and now it's just refusing to play ball, which is just... This is a letdown, quite frankly. Right, okay, not to worry. Let's boot it back in. What I might do is just make the window bigger and watch you for a bit.
Okay.
That would seem to be the way forward here. So please enjoy the Cold Gunners stream for a bit, because he's having a much better time than me.
Can I get it to barrel roll?
Oh, now.
It doesn't want to.
No, it is flat out refusing from the looks of it.
Mm.
There we go. Right.
That's a shame. Can't barrel roll it.
Never mind.
Yeah. Gotta say though, sometimes when you're just flying along, the game does some beautiful things. Where you get weather rolling in and stuff like that. I love all of that. And then when the sun's starting to set, it goes down over the horizon. You do get a sort of a sunset and a bit of reflection.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And it does just look really good.
This game is far too pretty for its own good. I think I say that every time I stream it, because it just is. It's it has no business being this pretty.
Yeah. I think I need to drop altitude below the clouds. I think it's a bit more interesting down there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although I would discourage you from going Mach 1 at that altitude. I've got to be honest. You'll probably upset the neighbours. Challenge accepted, I see. Right.
Yeah, I'm getting buzzers. Lots of buzzers.
It's a very unhappy aircraft right now.
Yeah. Well, we will. Let's see what we can do. So we go max cruise. I want to pull up.
Quite quickly, I would imagine, but based on what your altimeter's doing.
Yeah. Although I'm at Bristol.
Hey, there we are. Well, one of us has made it where we're going. I gotta pay for that bridge. A reference only about 4 people will understand. Oh, that's cloud cover. Yes, I think everyone...
That's the ground.
Yeah, I think everyone underneath you is very unhappy because all of their windows just shattered simultaneously.
Yeah, the whole plane's screaming at me.
I'm not surprised. It's like, no, you're doing things I don't want you to do. Oh, dear.
Can barely turn as well.
It looks like you're skimming the trees there. This feels like a very bad idea all round. There are probably RAF fighter pilots looking at this like now going, bit quick, mate. Oh, dear.
Want an interesting factoid?
Yeah, go
on. Ewan McGregor's brother is a fighter pilot.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what his call sign is?
Hang on a minute. It's not Obi-Wan, is it? Or something like that?
Obi-2.
Obi-2. I approve of that pun. That's very good.
Yeah. That is true. There was an interview with him.
That is amazing.
So,
right.
I've got cloud cover. I can't see anything. I need to go up.
Okay, well, interestingly, it says that the game server is not currently working, but I can see you on the map. So, I don't fully understand how that works, but okay.
Maybe we'll do this without a flight plan. How's that?
Yeah, that may be the simplest option. We can eyeball it, it's fine. Right. So, you are... There we go. Multiplayer server... It keeps wanting to drop me into East USA again. I'm not sure why.
I picked Northern Europe.
Yeah, I'm just having a look to see if it will give me that as an option. It doesn't seem to want to. Yeah, because I can see you're in the North Europe server, but I can't select the North Europe server, which is slightly annoying. Right, okay. We will work this out. It will be fine. Figure out what we're doing. Hold on.
Next time we might test it before.
That's probably a good idea. This was set up in rather a hurry. Right.
Yeah.
So if I try signing out and signing back in, let's see what that does. This is where I sign out and all of my settings go cockamamie again. Press any button to start. There we go. Right.
I can't remember how you do this, but you can. How do you do this? Ah, there we go. So go around like that. And then go back. Can I go through this door? Yep, can go through this door.
Oh, that is amazing. How have you done that?
I don't know, but I can't see where I'm going.
Not ideal. Oh, that is brilliant. if slightly in the wrong part of the uncanny valley now, but still rather brilliant.
She looks quite menacing.
Yes, just ever so slightly. I love that guy who's just staring at the support column in between the windows on the right hand side there.
Yeah. Let's have a look. What else we got? He's praying.
I'm not surprised with your flying.
I'm at 10,000 feet. I'm fine for now.
Oh, that's all right then.
Who else we got? She looks really fed up.
Mm.
He's like miserable. You're on Concord. And she looks quite angry as well.
Yeah.
Like she needs a toilet, but he won't let her get out or something. And she's staring very lustfully.
Yeah, that's quite an intense look, isn't it?
Yeah. What was quite cool is that it did show that you speed and everything.
Oh, that is rather brilliant.
Hmm.
I approve that they have gone to the effort of modelling that.
Hmm. Yeah. I can at least turn again now, though.
That's a bonus.
Come on, roll, roll. Ah.
It just wants to fight with you over that, doesn't it?
Mm. She does nothing the entire flight. She don't help out or anything.
Just adding extra weight. That's all that is.
Nothing to do with raiding the champagne bar.
No, not
I mean, what? So where should we go next? Let's go to... Oh, we're not far from the Isle of Wight. It's over there. Where they tested the Black Arrow.
Yes, I remember we discussed this when we did our last stream, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting place to go to and have a look.
I've been. It's fascinating place.
Even just to see the needles themselves.
It's a remarkably eerie place as well, isn't it? With all the old sort of rocket testing concrete bits and what have you. It's all just very, very eerie. Beautifully so, though.
Yeah, and in some ways it's almost as if people just got up and left one day.
Yeah.
We could go past the super secret naval base that no one's supposed to look at from the ferry.
That everybody does.
Yeah. You're not allowed to look, but yeah.
Yeah, it's still telling me game servers currently unavailable and will only let me connect to East USA. Which is rather annoying, actually, but never mind. Okay, we might just have to make do. Let's go there, set as departure, set Heathrow as our target destination. Or actually, no, I'll just clear that. We'll figure that out as we go. No flight plan, not necessary. Right, and why does that not want to behave? I don't understand.
Concorde takes an incredibly long runway as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's many places it could truly land. I know when they brought it into Duxford, that was back when it actually had a longer runway. So it wouldn't actually be possible for them to fly it out.
Okay.
And
well,
there's
right. Well, I'm joining up next to you, but I don't think we're going to be able to see you on my end, which is disappointing. But no, never mind. We'll make it work.
possibly not.
No.
We'll see.
That's okay. It's fine. We'll work with what we've got, and that'll be fine.
I'm just going for a cruise, just chilling.
Yeah, why not?
Let's see if I can get it to land at Heathrow later. I've got 52% fuel. I'm good.
Yeah, that gives you plenty of scope for a go around, I reckon. I think you'll be fine. I'm just making your screen bigger again because that's much more interesting than watching my loading screen, I think.
I did do a transatlantic flight on this once, and I got no joke, I got all the way to JFK. Well, basically what I did, took off, autopilot, went and did something else for 3 hours.
There we go,
and,
we're in.
and did the approach to New York, all perfect, all fine, autopilot landing, but yeah, I forgot to put down the landing gear.
Ah, you fool. That's not good.
Rookie error.
Should hold on. Autopilot.
Such as it is.
Squawk 725 for Speedbird 005 Heavy.
There we are. Right.
You're in again.
We're in. Indeed. Right. Shrink you down into the corner there. Alright. I have no idea where you are. What's your heading currently?
I am heading 129 degrees.
Okay.
I'm near the needles.
Okay. Nope. It's moaning about my speed again. Let's do something about that. Let's see. Heading. What was it? 129?
125 now.
125. Okay. If I point in that direction. We'll sort of roughly aim in your direction and see how it goes. Right. Track heading. There we are.
I think I'll start circling the Isle of Wight. How's
Okay.
that?
Sounds good to me. Right. There we are.
I
Right.
presume you've done the steam railway.
Oh, yes. Yes, beautiful little railway, the Isle of Wight Railway.
And were they still using the 38 stock when you were there?
Possibly. I don't quite remember.
I was lucky that I wasn't. My God, that stuff is bouncy.
Whatever we were using, it was quite bouncy, so it might well have been. Oh, look at that, just silhouetted against the sun there. That is gorgeous. Ah, this game is far too pretty. I will maintain that forever.
So have you worked out where you are?
I am just opening the map. We're over Thruxton at the moment.
Ah, the racing circuit.
Indeed. Currently turning towards the Isle of Wight.
123.3 Speedbird 005 Heavy. Goodbye. Benson
Yes,
approach
I'll head
Speedbird
north.
005 Heavy,
Plan.
6,400 feet.
Okay. So I've just realised all the assistance options have changed again, so we can turn all of that off. Ah, dearie me. Oh no, come on. Oh no, don't do this to me. I think it's locked up again. Come on.
What's all this assist rubbish you run?
I don't know. It's decided it wants to turn everything on. I don't want it to have turned everything on, but that's what it's done. And yeah, we're not responding again. Oh, for God's sake. Oh no, there we are. We're back in. Right, okay. Let's see. That'll do. Middle ground. Navigation aids on. Piloting. Auto rudder off. Assisted checklist on. Stall protection off. Control sensitivity off. Using experience, yep, fine. Minimal in the cockpit. That'll do. I've no idea why it doesn't want to save these, but possibly because it keeps crashing out. Who knows? But I didn't crash it out last time, so I don't know what the problem is. It's just very unhappy with me today. That's what we've discovered. Let me just check. Oh no, I am in the North Europe server now, so I might be able to see you. We'll give it a try, see how it goes. I am now at heading 121 and sort of edging towards 125. I'm just letting the autopilot do its thing at the moment. I'll keep an eye out for you.
I'll start.
Sorry?
Where am I?
Somewhere near the coast, I think. Based on what I can see from your image. Let's see, right.
I'm somewhere.
Yeah. I'm heading roughly towards Southampton. In fact, I'm going to adjust my heading slightly and go to 130.
Okay. Yeah, you're not far from me.
Yeah, I'm heading in very much the wrong direction at the moment.
I am wondering if there are server issues.
Quite possibly. It's just deciding it doesn't want to play today. So I can see other people around me, so
yeah,
I see no reason why you wouldn't be showing up, but
so I should be.
I think air traffic control is shouting at me. Hold on. It's
That looks aircraft traffic type. Yeah.
Acknowledge handoff. There we go.
23 Speedbird 005 Heavy. Goodbye.
Tune Solar approach. I'm not bothered contacting actually, because that's just getting on my nerves. Right. I'll worry about contacting someone when I want to land. Not strictly protocol, but yeah, this is a video game. We're fine.
Yeah. So let's see. So what?
So
I think
I am just going over Southampton International at the moment. If that gives you an idea of where I am.
Okay. Yeah, I'm above Southampton International.
Okay, and
Circling.
what's your altitude?
I am.
Let's turn heading off. Let's do a turn to the
I
right.
can land at Southampton.
I'm just doing a turn back towards there just to see if I can see you anywhere, but it's not looking terribly hopeful.
I may change the plane.
Okay, fair enough.
I wonder. I've got an idea.
I've just very much upset all my passengers. There's champagne flying everywhere. It's all gone wrong.
I shall choose something generic, I think.
Okay.
Talking of which, did you ever get the Hawk working?
No, I think it's my machine setup just doesn't like it at all. I even tried it with the new machine and it still didn't like it. So,
Okay.
no joy.
That's really strange.
Yeah. Might just be it doesn't like my graphics card, which doesn't have external power or anything, so
Mine just started working, it's weird.
I might give it another go sometime. It might load if you want to get in a Hawk. It might load up for me there, but it doesn't want to play ball with me piloting it. So I don't know.
I'll just try the F-18, I think.
Okay. I've
Everyone's
just
got
circled
that.
back over Southampton International, so straighten her off. There we are.
I can see you on here, so...
Oh, good. Heading hold mode off. There we go.
I've got a soft spot for the F-18. I've always had that since Independence Day. It was great in that.
I've watched Independence Day for absolutely ages. film that has like many Hollywood films, a fundamental misunderstanding of how hacking works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much flying in circles over Southampton at the moment, and I can see you're back in, but no joy on my end. Ah well, never mind.
We'll get it working next time.
Yeah, all good. Right, I'm going to point towards the coast, and yeah, so we'll make our way along the south coast. So where am I now? I'm heading 117. So let's get that. There we go. Track heading. Heading hold. There we go. Right. Oh, it's just flung up that I am successfully connected, so I don't know if that's made any difference your end, but
No, not yet. Anyway.
no. Okay. Oh well,
We'll wing it.
Yeah. I find that's the best thing to do in an aeroplane. Okay, right. So what I might try and do when I get out to sea is climb to a reasonable altitude and see if I can get it go Mach 1.
Yeah, I think it doesn't start doing Mach 2, I think, until you're like about 45,000.
Okay, good to know. Right.
Using the development mode.
Ah, handy.
Yeah. I can start just messing about with different planes. Let's see what we have.
So that's the Solent and the Isle of Wight over there. So once I get out over the sea, just nip out into the channel a bit, start climbing, which I'm already doing quite nicely. Let's try and get up to, say, 40,000, which is our cruising altitude. And you know what, let's pop max climb on. See some afterburners at work. There we go. There we go, on the come. Nice. Oh, that makes me very happy indeed. Ah, I see you've got the Hawk out to play.
Yeah. So we can have a bit of a play with, because this has got buttons. Now.
Oh, hang on. Oh no, that's an easy jet flight. Oh no, come on. Oh no, we're fine. Thought we'd locked up permanently again. I was about to hurl the controller out the window, but it's all good. We're fine. Okay. Just our heading.
I don't know what, there was a big controversy or something with the red arrows not long ago. I can't.
Yeah, something about misogynistic behaviour by some of the male pilots and senior command.
Yeah,
people.
I think
Not dreadfully nice.
Yeah, was it?
Oh no, it's locked up again.
Lots of lights come on. Okay. There we go. But you can toggle on the smoke,
Oh,
which is quite
handy.
fun.
Let's see, come on. Oh no, we're back. We're back. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not fine. Make your mind up. There we go. That's better.
So I don't know if other people can see the smoke, but it'd be really funny just drawing stuff.
It would.
But the Hawk isn't what you'd call fast, I don't think. Not compared to some.
No.
It does sound very nice though.
Right, we're just going past Shoreham, so let's see, where are we on the map now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very much heading out to sea now, so
Shoreham is a bit infamous now.
yes, of course. Again, we spoke about this last time, didn't we? We had the crash there. Was that a Hawk went down there? I can't remember.
It was a Hunter.
Hunter, that's it. Yeah, because we were flying the Hunter last time. I remember now.
It's a shame actually. I really like the Hunter.
We're about to hit Mach 1 over here, which is quite exciting. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's that deathly silence. Just achieved at the front, and then if I rotate to the back...
I think I need something even more fun.
Yeah. Oh, there is
something I really like.
There is something eerily beautiful about watching this against the sun there, and it just being completely silent until you go round the back.
Yeah.
That is.
And you get the sonic boom.
Yeah, that is beautiful. It's the small things.
Funnily enough, I'm in something that is quite contemporary of the Concorde.
Oh yes, very nice.
Which is this is genuinely a lot of fun to fly around in.
Let me just drag the screen up a bit so we can have a proper look.
It's a very good dogfighter, apparently.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. It is beautifully quiet up here. That's better.
Got the sun.
Oh dear. Right, where are we on the old map? I've just
I think we need to have a bit of fun with this.
Right, so I am very much heading to France now, so I'm going to turn northish again.
Oh, attack France is a good idea.
Attack France, not with Concorde, I don't think. It's not going to make it well for anybody. Oh.
I have got the aircraft carriers, and one of the aircraft carriers is set off the course off the coast of the Isle of Wight.
Yes, I remember. You took off from it last time, and because I haven't got it, you were just sort of chilling in the middle of the middle of the Solent.
Yeah. I'm not that good at hovering onto the aircraft carrier, though. It's tricky.
I must go and pick up the Harrier at some point.
It's really good fun.
That sonic boom, it makes me very happy. We're at Mach 1.38 at the moment, which is nice. And turning back towards...
I'm never going to catch you up there.
No way in hell. It's probably just
I'll have to cut you off at London.
Yeah, you might have to beeline for Heathrow.
Yeah.
We're approaching our cruising altitude. So if I change that to max cruise now and see what it does. We're currently doing Mach 1.48.
I'm doing 0.84. Beat that.
I did quite significantly.
Don't make me get the Dark Star out.
Touche.
Have you tried that?
No, I haven't. I'm told it's delightfully silly.
Yeah. Because you go to about Mach 2, I think. Mach 2 or 3, and then the ramjet kicks in, and it just shoves you to about Mach 8 or 9 before it starts to struggle.
That is quick.
And you can fly at the ceiling of the game. The ceiling of the game is, I think, 275,000 feet.
Oh, blimey. Oh.
I need to get rid of that developer bar. That's annoying me now. I don't normally have developer mode on. There we go. That's a bit tidier.
Well, we've just locked up again, so I'm just going to sit and hope for the best for a second.
Did you say you upgraded?
In theory, yes. Yeah.
Fresh install as well?
No, old install. Just copied it over, so... yeah.
Yeah.
I think the problem is my graphics card just cannot handle this game at any particularly good quality. It just gives up when you try and do certain things.
Yeah, I upgraded earlier in the year because I had the opportunity, but it was just struggling. And it was time.
Yeah.
I've had my old CPU for a number of years, so it was time.
Oh. Yeah, we've recovered. We're back in. There we are. That's better. Oh, that is just very pretty. I'm going to have to go into the old free cam mode and photograph that, because that is rather stunning.
It's all lies. The Earth is supposed to be flat.
There we are. Just frame that out of shot, because I don't want the label in the corner there particularly. There we are.
Does the sunlight come through the windows?
Oh, good question. Shall we find out?
That's a brilliant photo.
That is cracking. I'm very appreciative of that. Oh, I can't get the angle right on it.
It would probably do it then.
It probably will.
Yeah, if you got the angle right.
Hang on. It's... Oh, hello. That is rather special. Just frame out Matey Bonts in the background there. That is really nice. Come on, sod off with your connection lost warning. I don't care. That's the one. There we go. Oh, you are pretty.
Thank you.
And the plane. Alright. Let's see. Incorrect high altitude altimeter setting. Oh, shut up. I'm
It's fun.
just grazing the north coast of France. Just at the moment. Oh, yeah, I probably want to start my turn back towards London now. Right, let's see. Heading 0 degrees.
If I knew where you'd live, I'd go and attack your house.
Bletchley Park, and then I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to dox myself. Put it this way, I wasn't on one of the roads that got closed for the AI conference, but I wasn't far from one.
So you'd have been a really good place to hide all of that fertilizer then.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a rather wonderful lens flare there. That is very nice. It's the simple things. Yeah. No, it was one of those that the second I heard Elon Musk was going to be in attendance, I said, yeah, I'm just not going to go on Twitter for a couple of days and certainly not going to say anything about Elon, because someone with that much of egomania, I wouldn't put it past him to turn up at my front door.
Yeah. Yeah. In an ugly ass Tesla. On all that stupid truck.
Oh my god. There's a lady I follow on YouTube called Simone Gertz. She's an engineer. She's very, very, very funny, very, very talented lady. She built a Tesla pickup truck out of a Tesla, and frankly, it is streets ahead of the actual official Tesla pickup truck.
Yeah.
it is quite smashing. But then the bar was not high, so...
Yeah. I mean, I've seen better Lego cars.
Oh, yeah. I think it's up again. This is getting on my nerves now.
I feel like it's almost like a massive attempt at trolling that he's doing.
I think that sums Elon Musk up beautifully. His whole life is just an attempt to troll the world.
Yeah.
I saw something on Twitter the other day which made me chuckle. People compare Elon Musk to Iron Man, and that is not necessarily a fair comparison. What is a fair comparison is him and Dr. Robotnik. Let's look at the facts here. They both do cruel experiments on woodland animals.
Yeah.
They both build ridiculously over-engineered spaceships with varying degrees of success. They both have a superiority complex, and most of their power is denoted from illegally obtained emeralds.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, having a family mine from apartheid era South Africa, that's the kind of leg up you lead in life, isn't it? So, you know.
I mean, that's a step up from Trump's small loan of $1 million, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I read somewhere that Trump has actually got less money than what his father had.
Oh, yes. No, the fact is, Donald Trump, actually, in terms of money, is he's practically broke.
Yep.
Which is impressive, considering.
Yeah, it's as a normal pleb, it's very difficult to understand how someone who's a billionaire can go broke.
I don't think I could ever spend that much money in my entire life. I don't think it's possible.
No.
Let's see. Let's drop down to say 10,000 feet. There we go.
Well, let's go see the Queen.
Turn off.
Oh no, she's not in anymore.
She has very much been not in for quite some time now.
Still feels very strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't get my head around it. Still feels weird. Okay, well, I've looked up again, so we're just going to sit and stare at your screen for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just hovering over what I'm pretty sure is a no-fly zone.
Yes, almost certainly. I think, is that the Albert Hall underneath you there? Yes.
That is the Albert Hall.
Yes.
Kensington. Basically, when they had the tram system, there was... I'm pointing at my screen and you can't see it. If you ever look at the map of the old London trams, they basically avoided, like, Kensington. They didn't want ordinary people there.
For obvious reasons.
So what else have we got? So, yeah, we've got the Albert Hall. So Buckingham Palace, and that is this way. They should have modelled a little Arnold Schwarzenegger on the nose of this thing.
Oh dear. I think I have overshot Southend by quite some degree. But that's okay. I can always cycle back round. It's not a problem. No biggie. Right. Let's see. We want to head sort of southwest. There we go.
What else have we got? So we have the BT Tower to the left.
Yeah.
We have St Paul's Cathedral off in the distance. Is that Hyde Park? No. No, it isn't. It is St James's, isn't it?
Yeah.
At
least I think that's St James's, based on context clues.
Yeah, Vauxhall Bridge to my right. I mean, when you look at the buildings and the technology of the auto-generated buildings, yeah, it's not perfect yet.
No,
but it's pretty
not
good.
Bad.
Yeah. I do have one of the scenery packs for London, which has made things look better.
Sorry, that's my overspeed having a moan at me
Ooh.
again.
Piccadilly,
Nice.
I think. Yeah, that is Piccadilly. And Hungerford Bridge and the Golden Jubilee Bridge, Trafalgar Square, with John Noakes climbing it. What else? Let's go for a little hover down here. Oh, I think that's oh, what's that big blocky building? I can't remember now.
So I think that's Blackfriars you're over at the moment.
And then there's the solar panels for, is that Waterloo?
Yeah. Oh, I've just dropped below Mach 1. And it's still unhappy.
Is it the telephone or something they call it? No, it's the loaf of bread.
Walkie-talkie, yeah.
Oh, the walkie-talkie, that's it. And then there's the gherkin. Tower Bridge, London Bridge Station.
Let's see, where are
HMS
we on the
Belfast.
map right now? Oh no, we're pointing roughly where we want to be pointing now. Actually, that's not too bad. Right.
Tower Bridge, which I don't think I'll try and fly through while I'm hovering.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Need a hunter for that.
Exactly.
So heading out to East London. So yeah, Docklands up ahead. I kind of forget how far the Docklands kind of is really from central London.
Oh, it's a long old way in reality,
Mm.
isn't it?
Doesn't take long on the tube, but yeah.
But I am now basically, I think, lined up for Heathrow.
Oh, excellent. Is your autopilot taking you in?
Well, I'm just holding the heading at the moment. I'm just sort of reducing the altitude as I go, and I've just looked up again, so forget everything I just said.
So, yeah, Canary Wharf. And the banking district and all that. It's actually a very boring area to go around. There's nothing really there.
Sterile, isn't it? I've always thought.
So, Citibank, JP Morgan, Barclays, HSBC.
Dare you to land on the roof.
I'm not sure if the Citibank does it. I've tried to land on some roofs and just gone through the roof.
Oh, that's a letdown.
I've been to the O2 for a concert.
I don't think I've been there since it became a concert. I think I went there for when it was first opened as a child. I don't think I've been to it since.
Oh, was that where they had like the exhibition with like the big person and stuff?
That's it,
And everyone said, oh, this is boring.
It wasn't that bad, you know. I mean, it was a novelty, but yeah.
I think that's the XL.
Maybe I just had very low standards as a child.
Yeah.
Right, let's reduce down to 5,000 feet.
I think when you're a kid and you go into a big giant tent, that's just amazing in itself.
Oh, yeah.
So, London City Airport, which is on the Docklands, they basically is like, well, we need to find a place for an airport. What about this perfect airport-shaped bit of dock?
Oh, yeah, that'll
do. I think that was pretty much it.
So I'm going to start having a conversation with... Alright, I would do if the game hadn't locked up again. What I was going to say is I'll have a conversation with Heathrow Air Traffic Control and see if they'll let me come in, but they don't want to play today. So what we learnt from tonight's stream is I've got some very pretty still photographs, but not a lot else. It's... Never mind. We've learned things for next time.
The Harry is doing something. I don't like it when it does.
Oh, hello. Yeah,
I can't get it to.
Iffy.
I can't get it to nose down.
Oh dear, that's discouraging. Yes.
On the plus side, it's quite. I think it's an incredibly powerful engine, so you can basically just zoom off if you need to.
There is a chap I follow on YouTube called Squire, who does various comedic sketches, and one of the sketches he did was Top Gun but British. So of course they're all flying around in Harriers. So of course there's that scene where he's talking the bloke onto the aircraft carrier, and they're literally just hovering over the aircraft carrier. It's like, it doesn't quite have the same dramatic tension.
No. The Harriers performed really well in the Falklands against the Dassaults. Well, down anyway.
Yeah, and technically you're not fouling the runway, so...
No. There was the one that landed on the cargo ship. That's actually at Newark now.
Yes.
They landed on the cargo ship and... well, no, the pilot ran out of fuel, or was running low on fuel, and had to find somewhere to put it down. And he put it onto a cargo ship and landed on top of the containers. And the crew were quite surprised, by all accounts.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And there's a picture of it because when it actually touched down, it rolled backwards and rolled and fell off the crates and landed on top of a van. But yeah. But when they brought it back to shore, the RAF I think had to pay them for salvage. So,
Does it count as salvage if it just turned up?
well, I think the crew, or the owner of the ship anyway, got a decent pay, I think, out of it. So,
Clearly, he was able to talk them round to his way of thinking.
mm,
I think this might be dead for good, you know. I think I'm going to have to restart the game again. That's not good.
is it the connection thing's kicking you off?
It might be, you know. It's just nothing seems... how's your connection doing? Has that been dropping out throughout the evening, or...
No, it's been
yours
fine.
been okay? It might just be my internet connection then.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on, it's very upset by it, so... Yeah. Oh well.
Let's go for a fly around London again.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave the view on you for the moment while I try and get
Okay.
in. I'm going to try and attempt to landing at Heathrow Airport and then call it a night, I think.
The engine for the Harrier is pretty cool. It's like a fascinating piece of engineering with the rotating nozzles.
It's a terrific bit of kit.
I've not been on that cable car yet.
No, nor me.
I don't really see what the point of it is, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, that's the station that they built and then they sunk, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Where else should we go? Let's go down the river. We'll go down the other way. Oh, I'm flying normally now, so hello, Tower Bridge. And can I go through? Can I go through it?
Oh, thread the needle, thread the needle.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh dear.
Another strongly written letter.
That's putting it mildly, I suspect.
Yeah, in London Eye.
And the Houses of Parliament, you know what's in there, don't you?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of muck to rake out. I used to think when I was younger that living in London would be really cool, but now I don't.
Well, do you know, having done it, it's remarkably overrated. The novelty wears off after about 6 months once you've wandered around all the touristy spots and gone, I live here about 12 times.
Yeah.
Then you just suddenly realise how expensive everything is and how difficult it is to actually do anything.
Yeah. Whereabouts did you live? Which area?
So I was... I mean, technically this doesn't count as London, but it was on the Piccadilly line, so I count it. It was at Middlesex University in Oakwood, out near Cockfosters.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very outskirts of London, heading almost towards Enfield way. I think it only counts as London by virtue of the fact it's attached to a tube line. But
Is that out Zone 6?
yeah, yes. But yeah, so because of where we were and sort of with easy access to the Piccadilly line, you know, whenever we went on nights out, it was always out into town in central London. And, you know, it's great for sort of the first 6 months because you think, oh, I live in London, it's great, it's fun. And then slowly it dawns on you that everything's just way more expensive down there. And it has all the same problems of a normal city, but it's twice as expensive to do anything. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, I've got an idea. Let's find King's Cross.
Oh, yes.
Let's have a bit of railway fun. So I think that's...
I think you're hovering over Willesden.
Kensal Green.
Oh, Kensal Green. Okay, I'm completely lost. I thought that was Willesden we were looking at there.
So I think I need to head this way a bit because I need to find Euston Road.
Where are you? Southwest Hampshire. I think you're heading roughly in the right direction.
Camden Town.
Yeah, so
Kentish
if you
Town.
beeline from there, you're pretty much there.
Swiss Cottage.
Should be. Let's see. To your right.
Ah, so I got Emirates.
There you go.
Yeah, there we are. King's Cross, St Pancras.
Yeah.
Where the famous race in 1969 started from with the Harrier.
Yes, of course.
Have you taken Eurostar?
No,
before?
I haven't. No, it's again one of those things I thoroughly would like to do, but I've never got around to yet.
I did it earlier in the year to Brussels, and it was just so easy, so easy. Boarding a train to another country, brilliant. So we have. So King's Cross is down there. So the East Coast Main Line is heading that way. Because we've got the Emirates Stadium there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who really wants to play there. Load of rubbish. Drop a few bombs on there.
Oh, I had a delay on that bit of railway the other day.
See, Arsenal and delays. It's just depressing.
No, one of our nice freight trains picked up about 3 minutes of delay because the signal held it for a chat. And they tried to blame us for not putting the right adjustment time in. We went and looked at the rules and went, no, you were just having a chat. Go away.
Now, is that one Bounds Green?
I think so, yes. So you must be quite close to Ali Pali where you are. In fact, you might have gone past it on the other side.
I may very well have done.
Have, yes.
Yeah, I've gone past it.
Yeah.
So let's throttle up and go for it down the East Coast.
See how far you can get.
I think. Can you name all the stops on the East Coast?
Oh Christ, no, no way in hell. But, I mean, bearing in mind my job requires me to have basic knowledge of the entire railway network. It's mainly goods loops and the yards that I remember, because if I tried to remember all the stations, I'd never remember anything.
Yeah.
So...
For a little while, I could recite like all the stops from Peterborough to King's Cross.
I know most of the ones on the West Coast Main Line between London and Birmingham. I can get to about Coventry, and then I'm a bit patchy. But...
Yeah. Somewhere that's worth going to if you're both a plane and rail enthusiast is the De Havilland Museum.
Oh yes.
Because it's at Salisbury Hall. Salisbury Hall was where Grizzly lived.
Oh, of course.
With his famous duck pond.
Yeah, there was that controversy a while ago, wasn't there, when they put the statue in? Some people wanted to have a duck attached to it.
I wanted the duck.
I was all for the duck. I've got to be honest, but no, the powers that be
mine's gone
poo-pooed that idea.
Having a bit of a moment.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Oh, there we are.
It's recovered.
Yay!
It's fine.
Happy days. Is that Welling you've just gone through there? Welling Garden City?
Digswell.
Digswell.
That's the tunnel. Beauty of this is just so straight. But I think it's a nightmare getting freight anywhere on this part of the East Coast, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. It's it's what the worst part is trying to get anything over the East Coast Main Line to Peterborough North Yard. It's
Okay.
it's a little better now you've got the dive under if you've got anything going up towards Lincoln, but actually getting across the fast lines to get into the yard is an absolute chuffing nightmare. It's because it's all just sort of crossovers. There's no easy way of actually doing that journey, so it's a right fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the 2-rail section down at south of Peterborough.
Yeah, beyond Fletton Junction, it's a 2-track railway for quite a significant distance. I forget where it sort of opens back up again, but yeah, that is a bit of a fiddle. You tend to just have to park things in goods loops and hope for the best. You try and get anything down there in the middle of the day, you've got no hope. It tends to be overnight if you're going that way.
And there's the famous Connington Crossing, which is genuinely quite spooky. Because obviously there's 2 stories of there, which is the German prisoners of war and a general or something who was killed there. And yeah, when you're there late at night, it's just very quiet.
Well, it's just very much in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? It's a very eerie type place.
Nowhere as well.
Yeah.
It's not a bad spot for some photographs, though.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I'm surprised you've not taken out half the overhead power lines where you're going.
Yeah. I think there'd be a lot of jet wash. I think you do sometimes spot the trains on the map, though. So has your session completely crashed then?
Yeah, I'm having to reload from scratch. I've just gone for a very basic Heathrow approach, and we'll see how we get on. If I can get it on the runway without it crashing again, I'll consider that a victory and call it a night, I think.
Yeah, I think it brings you out at the normally brings you in at the Thames Estuary, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
and start your approach there.
Yeah, I think it's just over central London, but only just. So yeah, sort of on approach there. We'll we'll see how it goes.
So still on the East Coast Main Line.
So I've completely lost track of where you are, to be honest.
I'm somewhere in the middle between London and Peterborough, I think.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is all looking quite flat now, so you can't be far from Peterborough.
Obviously, east of Peterborough is like one of the flattest parts of the country.
Yes.
And if you didn't know, Home Fen, just south of Peterborough, is the lowest part.
So that bit's going to go underwater first.
Yeah. If you go there, there's like a pole which actually tells you at what years, at what height the ground actually was, and it's just gotten lower and lower over time. But yeah, it's below sea level. Oh, train.
Oh, yeah. Plan that one.
That's why it's standing still. Okay.
Exactly. It's sitting there because it's got a wrong route and the signaller doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah, that's definitely one of mine.
Have you been enjoying Train Sim World, by the way?
More than I thought I would, I've got to be honest. It's, I got 3 because Flying Scotsman had to, really. And that was quite enjoyable. It's I mean, Train Simulator Classic has to be the sort of the main one for me, because it's, you know, that's sort of where I got started, and then Microsoft Train Simulator before that. But no, I quite like Train Sim World. It's, I know it gets a bit of a rap for being a bit casual, but no, I quite enjoy it. I think what they've done with Steam locos in that game is actually quite remarkable. So
Yeah, because initially the first release there just wasn't much to do. What this is?
That's Peterborough, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 There's the North Yard, bane of my existence.
Prison. I could give a guided tour. Okay, so what do we have? That's rubbish around there. Rubbish around there. Let me think now. So what we got?
Is that the big distribution centre down there?
That is, the distribution centre is over here.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Over here you got Amazon and IKEA.
Yeah.
This, where you've got the lake, that used to be, all that area used to be the brickworks.
Okay.
And that lake, you've got the East Coast Main Line just below me.
Yeah.
And that lake used to actually be a balloon loop.
Oh, yes, of course. Freight. Yeah. I've seen the old maps.
Yeah, so this is where for years everything was still sinking and all the houses had cracks on them. You will very much recognise the bit over here.
Yeah, of course.
Some railway, some strange people work there.
Oh yeah, some idiots don't know what they're playing at, frankly.
The Fletton Loop.
Yeah. I about this time last year. Oh no, sorry, it was earlier this year. Took my trainee for a walk from Orton Mere up to the gate on the East Coast Main Line because he hadn't done the Fletton branch. So I went, right, come with me, we'll go for a walk, we'll take our IVs, we'll pick up some litter if we see it. And then you can say you've done it. So yeah, we did walk the Fletton branch. Took a couple of hours. It was quite a nice day, actually.
Yeah, years ago they were doing brake van rides down there.
Yeah, we haven't done that for quite some time, but yes.
No, I think oh, it was when they did the Fives weekend many years ago.
Oh,
when they was originally going to get another standard 5, and that didn't happen, I think. So they got the 45337.
Yes, that's it.
Which I quite like, actually. So
that was a good little gala event. That I
could point out my house, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't do that. It's never a good idea.
So this is all Ferry Meadows. Well, just over here.
Yeah.
Ferry Meadows is actually a floodplain for Peterborough. So if it floods, Ferry Meadows floods, not Peterborough.
Yeah.
Which is why, yeah, when it floods, it gets right up near the railway. So if we continue, we find the Great North Road, or the A1. Small village of Castor, which, believe it or not, has a runway.
Yes, of course it does. There's a couple of
Airfield.
little airfields around there, isn't there? You've got that one, and then Sibson over the other side of the A1.
Yeah, I took a flying lesson at Sibson when I was 16.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was quite a lot of fun, actually. It was in a little Cessna.
Nice.
Stibbington, where most of Peterborough's school children have to go and do a day at the Victorian school.
Oh, right.
It was a bit weird. It was a bit different for me. My brother did the Victorian day at the school. I did the World War II evacuation day, and what they did is they each gave us, I say characters. I think they were actually real people who lived in and around the area, and the kid who I was role playing as actually lived at one of the cottages right next to Wansford Station.
Oh wow! Goodness.
Because part of the day is that they actually took us to Wansford Station to sit on the train as if we'd just arrived.
Okay.
Wittering Air Base.
Yep. Is that the one with the Harrier parked out front?
Yeah, and someone drove into it.
Oh, for God's sake!
It just pulled out of nowhere. Yeah.
Try explaining that one to your insurance company.
Wittering was the first home of the Harrier. And it was also, I can actually show something on here. It was also the first airbase to have the Blue Danube bomb.
Oh, blimey.
And this area over here, I know this because I actually went for a walk around because it's all derelict. This little bit just down here is the old bomb store.
Oh, goodness. Wow.
And up until, I think it started being redeveloped, but yeah, that's where I'm assuming, because it's the bomb store, that's where they used to keep the nuclear weapons, possibly. Obviously, this was like 60 odd years ago, so all a bit different. But yeah, that's Wittering Air Base. And somewhere around here is another little railway, Rutland.
Oh yes, of course. So I didn't think that was too far away from the Neen.
Yeah, it's near to Oakham, I think. So I'm into clouds now. Newstead, which had a loco.
Yes.
Are you able to divulge any information on that? What happened there?
I don't mind sharing the story. Basically, for those of you who don't know, a few years ago I was involved with a group of people one of whom purchased a 16-inch Hunslet tank engine, which was the oldest surviving one, and it had believed to have been scrapped many years ago. It had actually been in private ownership and was in a convent somewhere in Hertfordshire because the owner had rented a bit of land from the convent and had about 100 yards of track. That he got this loco, restored it, puffed it up and down for a few weeks, and then put it in the shed, and it didn't come out for about 30 years. This loco was called Newstead, so when we learned of its existence, basically the convent was fed up with keeping this gentleman's loco there, given he'd been dead for a number of years, and basically issued his widow with her marching orders. So she sold the loco. We spent a good 3 weeks trying to work out how to haul this loco out of a field. We eventually ended up cutting some big iron gates down and demolishing a hedge to get it through on a low loader. We shipped it up to Neen Valley. We started looking at restoring it. We got quotes. We took it to pieces. The railway was very, very happy with the progress, and then progress stalled on it. And after several months, the railway decided they weren't happy with the progress and gave the owner his marching orders. So it's been something of a troubled loco. People just don't seem to want it hanging around. It is currently, I believe, at the Spa Valley Railway in Tunbridge Wells, and the overhaul is going very well. They're hoping to have her up and about in the next year or two, so fingers crossed. But yeah, it's, from the sound of it, it's a happy ending. So happy days there. I think my game's given up loading, you know. It's been about 20 minutes. This is ridiculous. Oh, has it actually locked up? Let's have a look.
Where should we go next? Oh, let's head east. Out to the wash.
Why not?
Lake and Heath is quite popular with the plane spotters.
Yes, of course.
Mm.
So I've driven past there a few times on my way to various places.
Yeah. So I've driven out that way many times heading towards the North Norfolk. We could go railway spotting.
Yeah, why not?
So coming up to the wash, so you got Skeg Vegas heading left, and Hunstanton to the right. Hunstanton's nicer, but they made a mistake removing the railway, I think. Oh yeah, there's like a weird circle island actually in the middle of the wash somewhere as well. It's full of wind turbines.
Oh right, okay.
But yeah, there it is. I think can't remember what it was actually created for, but it's like a perfect circle. It's a man-made island.
Oh wow.
I think it's actually a nature reserve now. It's some experiment or something. I'll fly over it. I think just around the other side of the wash is Sandringham, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just inland from where you from the coast. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That must be your island.
Yeah, there's the circle island. It looks very different in real life.
Yeah. Oh, my loading bar just jumped. We might be getting somewhere. This is ridiculous. Technology's completely let me down this week, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind.
I think this has just become my show, I think.
It has, basically, yeah.
I was just intending on flying around and mildly irritating you.
Well, yeah, the flight simulator's done that for me, so...
So where have we got? So Hunstanton's up this way.
So you've got Wolferton just off to your right there, which is where the Royal Train went to go to...
That's right.
Sandringham. And then Sandringham itself is round here somewhere. There you go. There it is.
Yeah. Because Wolferton Station's been restored, hasn't it?
Yes, it's. I believe it's in private hands, so it's not sort of open to the public. But
yeah.
Yes, it has. They have done a beautiful restoration job on it. It looks very nice. I would like to.
I think that's it, just there.
Yes,
actually.
Yes, just in the little divot by the road there.
And then I think the Mid Norfolk is inland a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where that is. I know the North Norfolk is sort of Sheringham way, which is sort of on the north coast of Norfolk, but not 100% sure on the Mid Norfolk.
And somewhere up here is Walsingham as well. So you got, which until recently had 2 miniature railways. Was it the Norfolk coast or something that got ripped up? One of them.
Yeah, there was one at Wells next to the sea, which was taken up recently. That had been on the Holcombe House land for many years, and they again, given their marching orders. I'm spotting a theme developing here.
And I think
Yeah.
and Miles and Walsingham, which is still there.
Yes, I believe that one is still in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were.
I visited. Driver for a fiver, so I did have a go on Norfolk heroin.
Oh, nice.
Very strange. It just moves away silently. Very unreal sensation. I did get it to wheel slip though.
I'll make no comment.
And it didn't have any coaches on.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. I'll admit that there was wet rails and there we are. Funny name village.
Oh, hang on, I missed that one. What was that?
It's called Cockthorpe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, children.
And I think I'm not too far away from Sheringham and that.
No.
So you got Wells next to the sea here, I think.
Yeah, I think Sheringham is further north from there. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's a bit further along.
Yeah.
You got Weybourne.
Ah, yes. That's the other end of the railway, isn't it, Weybourne?
Weybourne's the midsection. Yeah, so you got the railway there.
Yeah.
And so if I follow that in, and you're Sheringham.
There you go. Yeah, Sheringham. Nice. I went many years ago to their Tipfield Thunderbolt event at the North Norfolk.
Oh, I wish I went to that.
It was really fun. We didn't splash out and ride on the Wisbeach and Upwell coach, sadly, but it was much more fun watching it poop around in between you anyway. So yeah, it was a fun little event. That we enjoyed that.
And I think they've obviously got the clearance to run out to Cromer now as well, haven't they?
Oh, have they?
When they do, anyway, they can run the TPW, AWS, whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
Those the fitted, the stuff that can run on the main line, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise they got that. That's good.
Yeah, so they can. I don't think they rarely do it, if ever, these days, but they've run it a few times because I think it's a proof of concept to see if they could run a service. So that's the Norfolk Railway. I think things get very railway bare as you head out this way.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, Norfolk's just not got a lot anymore. It used to be crisscrossed with little railways, but not anymore, sadly.
Yeah, I think we're very lucky in Peterborough. Actually, with the location.
Spoilt, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to get out of Peterborough.
Which is fortunate in a way. Oh dear.
Well, of course, got the Nene Valley, which is a fairly decent railway. There's the Great Central's a day trip away.
Yeah, I was there last weekend, funnily enough.
Oh, it was their end of season gala, wasn't it?
Yes. Quite. I do like their galas actually because there's so much going on. It never feels too busy. I mean, it's very obvious there's a lot of people around, but you never feel claustrophobic, I find.
Yeah, I think because it's got the double track. You're not waiting very long for something to come along.
There's always something happening, and it's nice that they sort of fit their freight demonstration rakes in between everything, so you're never far away from a moving train, if you're at Cornham Woodhouse, they'll probably have something chuffing about in the yard there. You've got freight trains whizzing up and down. passenger services. I think on sort of high days and holidays they have the branch out to Mount Sorrel running as well. So yeah, it does feel very much like a busy sort of medium-sized railway back in the 60s, and they've really lent into that as their aesthetic, and it works really nicely.
And it seems to be just about the right length as well. I've been to the Severn Valley and I've been to the West Somerset, which are two of the longest. And it's mainly because they're single track. There's a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite like the Great Central.
Oh, we've enjoyed our visits there. It's always been good fun.
And I normally make my yearly pilgrimage up to York as well.
Of course.
Probably not this year though.
It's maybe getting a bit late in the year.
Yeah, and the station hall has been closed for the roof work.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So I went up there a couple of years ago and enjoyed my visit. I think that was just before they started all the sort of work there, but
yeah. Was that before they rebranded to Railway Museum?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, because it would have been Easter 2021, I think. Would that have been? It might have been 2022. It might have been the year before last. Might have been last year. Can't quite remember.
Because there was a few years of really, really good events there. So they had the initial unveiling of Scotsman. They had Railfest. They had the Great Gathering, and then they just still seem to have stopped doing that sort of thing,
which is a shame.
Bit of a shame.
Yeah.
So I remember on the Great Gathering they were doing evening sessions. I know, and Railfest they did it as well. They did the evening sessions, and if you ever go to the NRM in the evening and when things are getting dark, it gets really atmospheric.
Oh, I can imagine.
And people start to go. All the families have gone, so it goes very quiet. So I think we got. Is it Sutton Bridge, which is the bridge which has been converted?
Possibly.
One of them.
Yeah.
There's the one in King's Lynn, I think it is, was a railway bridge, and it's got a road over it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the NRM did some fantastic events. I personally went to nearly all of the Great Gathering events. I went to York twice, and I went to Shildon for their one. And I did the one at Barrow Hill as well, where they took the 2 engines plus Mallard to the yard. And yeah, no, just really brilliant events.
Cracking. Right, it is getting late, so yeah, I've crashed out of Flight Simulator now, so I given up. That's a shame because I was really psyched for that stream and it hasn't worked out how I wanted, but still good fun nonetheless. And thank you for joining in. It's been good.
We'll test everything out first next time.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. I've just seen it's just cropped up on screen. Mattaf has left your group. Yeah, quite some time ago. About 10 minutes ago, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good place to end, Ernie. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this silly little stream. I'm sorry it didn't quite pan out as planned, but I think we've all had fun anyway. So thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I have too. It's been good. Thank you very much for joining us, Craig.
No problem.
What is your YouTube channel now? Is it still East Coast Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just click on my username. It should take you there.
Yeah, go subscribe to East Coast Steam on YouTube. He put some videos out. I did enjoy your cycle ride around Ferry Meadows a few weeks ago. That was quite interesting.
Oh, that was quite fun, and I've just crashed.
Hey, happy days! Right. Go subscribe to East Coast Steam. Not sure what we're doing next week yet. It'll probably be something over on the main channel because I'm well into building the N-Gage kits at the moment. I probably, given my history at Worley, will have something to show off next week.
I think I'm planning to be there on the Saturday.
I'm also going to be there on the Saturday, so maybe I'll bump into you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and if anyone watching is going to Worley, like I say, I'll be milling about on the Saturday. So if you spot me, come say hello. I'm always happy to say hello to people who've followed me on these streams because you're all delightfully silly. So yeah. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.